and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I am going to talk about Inside Cosmetics makeup. Now, the face that you see here, actually the makeup that you see here, everything is Inside Cosmetics. And yeah, the Inside Cosmetics is a very affordable brand. Most of their makeup is under the price of rupees 200 only, and I have a bunch of their makeup to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend you guys products that I personally think that you guys are going to love. And if I feel like something doesn't work for me, I'll let you guys know about that as well, and I'll rate all of the products. Yeah, so let's get on with the video now. If you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it. Here I post about affordable makeup, fashion, and also skincare on this channel. So if you think that's a content you want to watch every single week, you can hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first product that I have here is this Inside Ultra Thin Second Skin Foundation. Now, to be very honest, this is the first product I tried from Inside Cosmetics, and I instantly fell in love with this product. I really love it so much, and if you have been watching my channel, you guys would definitely know I have been suggesting this to you guys time and again on my channel, so I'm not going to get too much into it in today's video, but I absolutely love it. It is like a second skin. Obviously, it doesn't have much coverage. It is very sheer, I would say. You can watch my other videos to see how it looks on the skin, and yeah, I really love this foundation a lot. I feel like it is one of the best foundations that I have used. I would say it is almost like a tinted moisturizer, and out of 10 I would rate it as 8. I would not rate it as 10 because it doesn't have that much of shades as much as I would like to see. So that is why that is the only con of this foundation. Other than that, I see like zero drawbacks to this foundation. I really love it a lot. So the next product I have here is another foundation. Now this is a new foundation that I got from Inside. Since I was testing out the old foundation, like the second skin foundation, it's been over a year I have been testing it out. I thought it's time to get a new foundation, and since I'm doing this video already, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a new foundation. So I got the Stay Matte foundation. Now I know I have dry skin, but I still wanted to try this one out. I thought, you know what, let's try it out. If it doesn't work, it will be because of my skin type. So I tried it, and oh my god, it is amazing. I haven't fell in love with a matte foundation for a really long time. Like, I always go for the dewy satin finish foundation, but to love a matte foundation this much, I would say it's amazing formulation. I feel like it looks very matte on the skin. It's not going to give you that dewy finish until and unless if you use a very hydrating primer underneath. I would recommend you guys, if you have dry skin, to use a hydrating primer. But it looks very flawless. It looks very good in pictures as well, I would say. And not only that, it just looks so good. Like, it has the good amount of coverage. You don't need to pile up this foundation in order to get a good coverage. I feel like today I applied a little less than a one pump, I would say, and still I got a very pretty decent coverage, I would say. And yeah, it's a really good foundation. If you have oily skin, I would definitely urge you guys to get this one. Even if you have dry skin, use a hydrating primer and you are going to love this foundation. It blends into the skin so nicely. And yeah, out of 10, I would say I would rate this as an 8 as well. Again, the only thing is that this doesn't have that much of shade ranges at all. So that is the only con I would say that this foundation has as well. So the next product I have here is a concealer. Now this is the concealer. I don't know the name of this concealer, but it comes in this pen-like size. So I got the shade NC5. Now I have talked about this concealer already on my channel once, and I told you guys how much I love this concealer, and that is very true. This is the concealer I wear when I feel like I don't want to wear any makeup, just cover up my dark circles, and that's it. If you have extreme amount of dark circles, I feel like you are going to love this concealer. It blends in so well, it looks like skin, and it just gives good amount of coverage. I love to use my fingers and a sponge while using this concealer, and honestly, I really have been using this concealer only when I feel like I don't want to wear that much of makeup. I really just want to cover up my dark circles and go out the door, and that's it. So that is when I pull this concealer out, and it works perfectly, and it just looks so good. Like, my under eyes look very flawless. Yeah, and also I just want to say, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing concealer underneath my eyes. Sometimes what happens is that when you're not wearing makeup, and only if you're wearing a concealer, it can look like you are wearing a concealer, because concealers are full coverage, and it kind of looks funky, I would say, if you're not wearing a foundation, so it doesn't match with your bare skin. This one doesn't do that at all. It matches with my bare skin so perfectly. And yeah, out of 10, I would rate this as 9. 1 point I would deduct because of the shade range. The shade range is still pretty good considering their other concealer shades, but yeah, I really like this a lot. I have like 3 concealers from them. So the next concealer I have is the 2X Cover Master Concealer. Now, to be very honest, I don't use this concealer anymore. I tried this one like 1 year back, and I feel like it is a very sheer coverage concealer. It almost doesn't feel like a concealer, to be very honest. If you use a beauty blender, you get like 0 coverage. So yeah, that is why I don't like it. I mean, it doesn't give me that concealer, you know, it doesn't conceal only my flaws, I feel like. So what's the use of getting this concealer if you have like very, you know, minimal flaws in your skin, which by the way, so good for you. Yeah, so if you have like really minimal flaws, maybe then you can use this concealer. The only thing I feel like I didn't like about this concealer is that it says 2X Cover Master Concealer, which is, it is not at all, by the way. If they would have marketed this as sheer concealer, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. But since they are marketing this as a, you know, cover up concealer, it doesn't do that at all. So the formulation is not bad, to be honest. It doesn't look bad underneath my eyes, but it doesn't cover that much, you know. It hardly covers anything. So that's why I feel like it was just not, no, it wasn't useful for me. So for that, I would rate this a 5 out of 10. So another concealer I have is the HD Pro Concealer. Now this is in the shade, I really don't remember the shade name, but this is a orange concealer. I mean, it is not even a fully orange concealer where I can, you know, like put this as a color corrector. It's not like that as well. It's like it is yellow, it has a little bit of orange in there. It doesn't look good under my eyes at all. I tried this once or twice. I sometimes still try it out, you know, try to use this in many different ways. I don't know why the color is so off in this concealer that it doesn't look good at all, and for that reason I cannot even say the formulation is nice or not, because whenever I apply this concealer, it looks so terrible underneath my eyes that I feel like I just have to wash it off, and I don't even know the formulation is good or not. So yeah, for that reason I would rate it a 3 out of 10. This is the almost the worst you know, product that I tried from Inside. You may have different opinion, obviously, you guys, but for me it didn't work out at all. So yeah, just not, I didn't like it at all. So now coming on to eyes, I have this Metallist eyeshadow. These are like liquid eyeshadows, and I have 2 shades here, 09 Enchanted, and I have the shade, I don't remember the shade, this blue shade, but I'll definitely link it down below. So I feel like the shades on this are amazing. They are very duochrome. I feel like they look very golden and aqua type of shades. The only thing I like about these liquid shadows is the shade, but the formulation, I feel like it's very, you know, it's sometimes it can work so well and sometimes it looks so bad. For example, today I applied this, like you have to apply 2 coats of this because this is very sheer in formulation. Like it is very sheer, it is very liquidy, and also it doesn't have that much of pigment. So in order for this to pop, you have to apply this twice. So what happens is that sometimes it doesn't layer that well at all, and it can peel up, it can look patchy. I really love the shade, you guys. I really love it, and one of my subscribers, she did recommend the blue shade to me, and I'm so glad that you guys recommend me stuff to try out. But to be very honest, I didn't like the formula. The shade is good, the shade is so good. For example, I'm applying this as a 1 layer thing, and then after that I'm going in with the powder eyeshadow and applying this. Then it works. Other than that, it doesn't. So I'm like, I really don't know if I like this or not, because sometimes yes, it looks good and sometimes it doesn't at all. So for that, I would rate this a 5 out of 10. So the next thing I have here is this Inside Duo 2-in-1 stick. So this is like a highlighter and a contour stick or a bronzer stick. So I like this highlighter a lot. I feel like, I'm so sorry if you are hearing some background noise, because someone decided to, you know, just, I don't know, randomly play a flute, I think so. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of annoying me at this point. And I have been sitting here for almost like 1 hour trying to film this video, and my neighbors just decided, you know, randomly to play an instrument. That's good for me. So anyway, this Inside Duo 2-in-1 stick. Now one side this has a highlighter and one side this has a contour, and I love this so much. I used this today in today's video, and I was like, oh my god, why don't I use this you know, often? because I really like this a lot. It blends out so well. It is not, I would say it's not particularly like a contour shade. It more so looks like a bronzer type of a shade. It gives a little bit of warmth on the skin. When I am applying this, it kind of looks a little bit grayish, but it's not. It has more warmth to it, and I really like the contour shade a lot, to be very honest. But the highlighter shade is like, the formulation is good, it's very creamy, it looks good on the skin, but it has a little bit of shimmers. So that is the only thing I don't like. So honestly, I feel like the highlighter side, you can use this as like your cream eyeshadow. Because it has a little bit of shimmers to it, it looks so good on the eyes. You can use this like as your minimal makeup type of a look. Just this one, a little bit of mascara, it looks so good. And I would rate this a 9 out of 10. The formulation is very good, I would say. And you can get this product only for the bronzer, to be very honest. I really love this a lot. And as for the cream blush, since I don't have a blush from inside, I used one of their, creamy, creamy lipsticks. I almost forgot the name. So I used one of the creamy lipsticks as a blush, and you guys can totally see how good this looks. So you can use that lipstick as your blush too, if you are wanting to get a cream blush that looks very good on the skin. I have been using that as my cream blush for the longest time, and I really like it. So if you just want to get a blush that is very affordable, you can use that as your cream blush too. So now coming on to a product that I absolutely fell in love is this cream highlighter from Inside. Now this one is very beautiful. I loved it so much. I have already talked about this 2 times on my channel, and I got it very recently. I honestly love it so much. It looks very dewy on the skin. It almost gives like a very glass skin effect on the skin, and I loved using a sponge or my fingers to blend this into my skin. It doesn't have shimmers, or it doesn't have glitters to it. It looks like a sheen on your skin, and it is very creamy, but it doesn't make your foundation look like patchy or anything of that sort. You can wear this on top of your foundation. You can wear this without your makeup. You can wear this with like a BB cream. You can wear this in so many different ways. You can also wear this on your eyes too, if you want that just a little bit of that sheen, glow from within kind of a look. You can use this in so many different ways, and it just retails for 99 rupees. I don't know how many times I'm going to mention this, but this retails for only 99, and this is so good. So for this, I would rate this a 10 out of 10. Like really amazing, top-notch quality. For the price, blows my mind. Every time I talk about it, it just blows my mind. So the first lipstick I have here is this Inside Matte Lipstick. Now this one is the one I used as a blush. Now to be very honest, I don't like to use this lipstick alone by itself, and it is not a matte lipstick. I feel like it is more so like a cream formulation, not a matte, not a straight up matte. And I really like this because of the shade as well. But to be very honest, I don't use this alone at all. I always use a dark lip liner whenever I'm using this. And I have this in my collection because I feel like whenever I want to do a monochromatic peachy look, I pull this lipstick out and pair it with a dark lip liner, and it just looks so pretty. So yeah, that is why I like this, and I would like to rate this a 7 out of 10. So the next lipstick I have here is the Inside Color Rich lipstick, and it is in the shade Terracotta. And I love this lipstick a lot. I feel like it is so good, especially the shade is beautiful. I don't have a shade like this. This I wear it mostly during winters because of the shade. It is a very dark brown on me, and I love to wear these shades during winter time, so that is when I use this. And the formulation of this lipstick I feel like is very, I would say, satin. It's not even satin. I feel like it's very glossy type of a thing. It looks like a lipstick paired with a gloss, and yeah, I love the formulation. It is like, it's, as I said, it is like a glossy type of a lipstick, and I would rate this a 8 out of 10. Pigmentation wise, it's not a one swipe pigmentation. You do have to apply 2 or 3 times to get full on pigment, but I still love it. So now coming on to the liquid lipstick that they have, I have the shade 02 Red Alert, and I have the shade 01. Now Red Alert, I love it a lot. It is like a very beautiful red. If you're searching for a really affordable red lipstick, I would definitely urge you guys to get this one. I feel like the formulation is also quite good. Even though it is a liquid lipstick, it doesn't settle into the lines, and also not only that, it looks so beautiful, and the shade looks so beautiful. It is very pigmented. The price is amazing. I feel like it's only 80 or 90 rupees. So for that, amazing, and the shade is also good. So another shade I have is Joyful. I feel like if you are looking for brown, coffee brown, especially coffee brown lipsticks, look no more. Joyful is going to be the shade for you. I don't have a shade like Joyful in my collection. You guys know I have brown lipstick. I have a ton of nudes. I have so many nudes. Like I honestly have pink nudes, brown nudes. I have so many different types of brown lipsticks, but I don't have a shade like Joyful. You know, I haven't seen a lot of brands come out with these kinds of shade as well. It is an ultimate coffee shade. So yeah, that is why I like this a lot. This is the shade that I am wearing right now, and I wear this shade a lot. I actually lost the Joyful shade. I got it like 2 months ago, I think so. From Inside, I lost it, and I honestly had to get a new one. So really love it so much. So another Inside product that I have here is the gloss. I love the gloss a lot. I think so it is quite pigmented. It stays on for a really long time. I didn't rate these lipsticks, by the way. The liquid lipsticks 10 out of 10. So yeah, so for the gloss, I really love it. This is the shade 13 Temptation, and this is like a very brown toned peachy, has a little bit of the peachy undertone to it. Love these glosses a lot. It is very pigmented. It is a little bit on the thicker side, so it depends. If you like a little bit thick type of a gloss, you will like this. But if you like very light type of gloss, very less pigmented, then I don't think so this is going to be for you. But for me, I like it. I don't wear this all the time, it's not something that I would like to wear every single time I go out of my house. I like to wear this during certain occasions, and also this pictures so well because it stays so nicely on your lips. It is a little bit thick, so if you're someone who likes to take a lot of pictures and you're looking for a good gloss, I think the Inside ones you're going to love. So the last lip product that I have here is the lip liner. I recently saw this lip liner and I was like, I don't have this, in my collection, so I should definitely get this. And I got the shade. I really don't remember the shade I got, so I'll leave it in the description. You get a sharpener with this lip liner too, so that's very thoughtful of them to include a sharpener, especially because the price is so less. So I got the shade. I honestly thought it was going to be like a very nude type of lipstick, but it's not, lip liner, but it's not. It is a very dark brown. It almost looks like a dark brown kajal, I feel like. So I really like the shade. I honestly don't have a shade like this. Again, I don't have a shade that is this dark. I feel like it is going to be amazing if I want to do a very grungy type of a makeup look. As for the formulation of this lip liner, I would say it is how I would say, it is very creamy. It almost feels like a lipstick, and that is why I feel like a lot of people are going to love it, a lot of people are not going to love it. I sometimes, yes, I can wear a creamy lip liner, but most of the times I prefer lip liners when they are not this creamy. This is extremely creamy, so I feel like I would rate this a 7 out of 10. So the last product I have here is the Inside Makeup Fixer Spray. So this is like a setting spray. Honestly, I like this a lot. The only thing I don't like is the fragrance. It has a little bit of fragrance. It doesn't linger on the skin or what, but it does have a little bit of, that scent to it. It is not sticky. A lot of the times when makeup fixer sprays can be, sticky on the skin, it's not sticky at all. And I feel like 2 to 3 spritz of this goes onto your skin, and it just makes your makeup last longer, and it just makes your makeup look very dewy as well. The only thing I would say is that I don't like, again, is the fragrance. It's not that great. And also the spritz of this, it's kind of quite fine. I mean, for the price, it is very good. It is the spritz on this is more better than the Wet n Wild one as well. So yeah, for that I would rate this 7 out of 10. I wish the fragrance wasn't wasn't this much, but other than that, I really like this a lot. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I honestly liked almost all the products from Inside. I wish they did upgrade the liquid eyeshadows. That's the only thing I would say. Other than that, I am impressed with this brand as a whole. I like it. I just want them to release a lot of different shades of concealer, foundations, and I just want them to come up with blushes too. So yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you liked it, you can hit the subscribe button down below. It helps me out a lot, and also it just makes me want to do much more videos like this in the future. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.